Paris Saint-Germain remain top of the Ligue 1 Uber Eats despite not getting the victory against Marseille in Le Classique, the biggest game of the French calendar. Neymar Jr. thought that he had opened the score for PSG, only for his goal to be ruled out for offside, a marginal offside, but offside it was. Marseille then had a goal of their own chalked off as Arkadiusz Milik tucked in at the back post. But once again, offside in the build-up meant that Marseille's goal was disallowed. 0-0 the final score at the Velodrome, with two teams who failed to impress. Achraf Hakimi was sent off late on, and Marseille with a missed opportunity to close the gap with Paris. Still in second place after another strong performance is Lens. Wesley Saïd scored the opening goal of the match. Franck Hez' Lens, who tore Metz apart, even though Nicolas de PREVILLE scored one of the goals of the week with a fantastic volley from distance. His second goal of the campaign, but it was one of the rare moments of joy for Metz, who almost immediately fell behind again. Wesley Saïd again on cue, tucking in from close range, a real poacher's goal for Saïd, and Lens 2-1 up at the interval. The home side didn't let off the pressure in the second half. Doucouré to GANAGO, and 3-1 clinical from the home team. And after another mistake in possession by Metz, Klaus's superb cross finds Frankowski at the back post. A 4-1 victory. Lens narrowed the gap with Paris, but are still 7 points behind the league leaders. Nice against Lyon, one of the biggest games of the year. And it was OL, the visitors, who took the lead early on through Karl Toko Ekambi. Initially saved by Walter Benitez. The Lyon man was there to turn in the ball. Lucas Paqueta then combined with Oussem Aouar. And Aouar, the French midfielder, blasting in Lyon's second. But all of their hard work was undone in the final 10 minutes of the match as substitute Youssef Attal started a remarkable comeback for Les Aiglons. The first goal in the 81st minute, with the Algerian blasting in. He was once again involved as Emerson fouled Attal in the penalty box. A penalty awarded to Nice in the 89th minute, and the perfect opportunity for Andy Delors to draw both teams level, which he did. The Algerian scoring and beating Anthony Lopez. After Tino Cadavere's red card, Nice continued to put the pressure on, and a fantastic goal in the 91st minute by Guessard completed a remarkable comeback win. His first goal for Nice, which sent Christophe Galtier wild. Bruno Genesio's Rennes have been one of the best teams in recent weeks, and an 82nd minute header by Aguerre secured all 3 points for them against Strasbourg in a game that was dominated by heroic performances by both goalkeepers, including this save by Alfred Gomis, the Senegalese international, diverting Diallo's header over the crossbar. An absolutely phenomenal block. The final score in that match, 1-0 to Rennes. Angers travelled to a bottom of the standings as Saint-Étienne. And the visitors got an early goal through captain Ismaël Traoré, the Ivorian, heading in for close range in the second half. Cabot and Fugini combined to put Angers 2 goals to the good. Saint-Étienne still searching for their first victory of the campaign, and a victory in this one seemingly unlikely. Wabi Kazri reduced the deficit with an absolutely stunning free kick, the 6th goal of the season for the Tunisian man. And in the 93rd minute, LILLE were able to find an equaliser out of nothing. Nad scoring his first ever goal for Saint-Étienne, and a 2-2 draw from a seemingly beaten position for LILLE. After an early red card for Clermont, Nantes took advantage of the situation to score the opening goal of the match via Brazilian André Girotto. Striker's goal for the central defender, who already has 3 strikes to his name this season. But after the numerical advantage was balanced out by a red card for Corsia, it was BORDEAUX who equalised for the promoted outfit. Brilliant goal for the Clermont striker. Good feet and an emphatic finish. But with time running out, Carlo Moani put the ball on a platter for Ludovic Plaz, who tucked in a superb team goal and a 2-1 victory for Nantes. Niko Kovac Monaco continued to be inconsistent, but this was one of the better days for the Principality side, who tore Montpellier apart. First, Kevin Volland scored after 12 minutes. The German tucking in Caio Henrique's cross. And after Montpellier were caught in possession, Monaco doubled their lead. This time, Vola, the passer, with a sublime ball into Wissam Ben Yedder, who headed in at the far post, the captain, doubling Monaco's lead before the interval. After the break, it was more of the same. Gelson Martins combining with Caio Henrique, whose block shot fell to Martins, and the Portuguese man tucking in Monaco's third to secure all 3 points for Niko Kovac. Monaco, who move back into the top half of the standings. This, despite Pavlovic handing a lifeline to Montpellier with time running out. A little too late from the visitors, even though Taji Savanier dispatched the penalty emphatically. 3-1 the final score, but a bad defeat for Montpellier. After drawing to Seville on this pitch in midweek in the Champions League, Lille returned to Ligue 1 Uber Eats action, and it was their in-form man who broke the deadlock, Jonathan David, scoring his 18th goal in 2021 to hand Lille the advantage. Only Kylian Mbappe has scored more goals in the French elite in this calendar year. But Brest found an equaliser. Romain Fèvre striking in the free kick. 1-1 the final score. More drop points for Jocelyn Gourvenec. Disappointing result for Le Dog. Lorient took on Bordeaux, and it was Albert Ellis, the Honduras man, who scored the opening goal of the match for the Girondins. His first goal in the Ligue 1 Uber Eats. But Lorient, who applied a lot of pressure in the second half, found the equalising goal. Julien Laporte headed in from close range. 1-1 the final score in that match, with both teams remaining in the bottom half of the standings. After beating Nice the previous weekend, Troyes were hoping to make it back-to-back wins for the first time this season against Reims, but it didn't start in the best possible way for the visitors, as Younes Abdelhamid scored in the 6th minute. But after soaking up a little bit of pressure, the visitors were able to draw level, as Mama Balde was then initially denied by Rashkovic, but then scored the rebound to draw both teams level in the first half. In the second, it was a former Reims man who scored the winning goal, Chevalrin, after Abdelhamid's poor clearance, blasting in from the edge of the box. 2-1, and Troyes leapfrog their opponents. Let's take a look at all the results in week 11. A comeback draw for Saint-Étienne, who recovered from 2 goals down. A phenomenal comeback victory for Nice, who came from 2 goals down to win it 3-2 in extra time. A 0-0 between Marseille and Paris. Paris, who remain top of the standings, but they do lose some ground on Lens, who narrow the gap to just 7 points. Monaco returned to the top half of the table after a victory against Montpellier. In the bottom half of the standings, Saint-Étienne is still rock bottom without a win to their name this campaign. Metz drop into 19th, Brest up one position, even though they too are yet to win this season. And looking ahead at week 12, it'll be a very entertaining Paris Saint-Germain against Lille at the Parc des Princes. Lyon will welcome Lens to the Groupama Stadium, whereas Marseille travel to Clermont on Sunday.